work on a Jowia with him, that Jowia put that she will put them down. So therefore she came and said she now working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Walker got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, we can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. That's how she left. So we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th. And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Bwaka, Joseph Bwaka, I said Joseph Bwaka, and I'm always talking to the senator, representatives that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother. We call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for herself. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She running, she know how to have. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay us. We're going to sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on a job, we are government. Are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of job we are? Please, our senator, you get called back. Our senator in the house, you have been talk for us. You say you are going to talk for the women. That's what Paulina is doing to us. She's taking bread from our mouth. We will be marching. I got group. We all will be going to the march in black. We will walk to the mansion and we'll point tire. And they will kill all the way they came for it in your that they kill us. Because that's why they came for the kill. They said they came to rescue. But they never came to rescue or they came to kill us. We will march to the mansion, everybody going to wear black. Everybody that wear the minister of state that they put down, I've been saying they will wear black. We'll go to the mansion, we'll put tire, we'll point it, we'll walk to the mansion. The liar they get there, the information director, the information minister is a black liar. The people came to steal. He came outside when he saw us. He stood and he said, your words are coming to Paulina, coming back. He never came back. He just left on the only thing they did, they called the police start shopping us all over the place. So if they will kill us, they must be ready to kill us on Monday. We are Liberian. We work and we
If I tell you things I did in Bagan before you were born, you will feel discouraged. We were the one that feeding chicken here, but today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you people fairy tale story that you'll go home and do something. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during the UFO days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position. Don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And I need one to pour me, I will take it. I did it at that time, so I cannot dodge. But what I'm telling you is this: I have been refound, not only by myself, but by God alone.
For being refound, don't you think it will still follow you? This is a political era. Like you can remember.
Let me tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. You didn't force me to tell you. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Look, Jesus Christ himself said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why do you think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there would be criminal in the world. Look, if I go to steal chicken today, you'll put hanger on me and parade me in Bagan.
Are you making this statement to get the vote of the young people who these days are called Zogos and Zogos?
Or to maybe seek forgiveness?
Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there at younger generation and know there is hope in the future.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest. Find somebody else.
The government said they came to rescue, but they came to to kill us slowly. There's some of us, we have 10 children, no husband. So it means help us to sustain our children. That on the side what we're sending, that Susu can help us to pay our rent, to pay our children's school fee. But the government, people come here around, they tell us that we should leave the sidewalk. And once of the 7 area, they sort of be careful with. The water, the poo water running from China Bay. They're not putting effort to clear the poo. Yeah, beyond Central Bay. Or in the car road, the necklace, nana, and not in the crack, on the car road. Yeah, all the ferret necklace, they can occupy the car road. The government see that one. But with the innocent people, why we know our job facility, our children all the house in college, now the business we doing to sustain our children. Just like Baka King care and they can rescue. Why they say we should fight for our children future? They don't want our children future. They can damage our children future. If they love the citizen and they don't want riot, police or soldier, nobody can stop us. Because now where we get our daily bread from? None of the men, they're not supporting children with their mother, with their husband, with their everything in the home. And some of us were not educated at the business backing us. So when they temper around us, their body will pull. Some of us will not of our weapon. We're going to medicine man. Was when you come into our market, we'll plan your eye. We will pray for you. Baba, second, we'll whistle on you. Because we fell out with that nonsense in their country. Yeah, don't say I can rescue them one care or slow them. Not getting it. So security, they give me a police, they give me a rubber seller police, they give me a awareness. For now on to the sour, they will see you at
TP, roll. It's skinny for plenty and we don't know. I was thinking this song from my soul. People that we put there,
there's some of we are 10 children. No, people that we put there, we don't know. Now on the sour, we said it last week. Help us to be our
people that we put there, we don't know.
but the government, people come here and tell us and one of them are 7 years. And what else? The people want to money from China. They're not going to be able to clear the people. Yeah, set up the bar in the car, the neck, they're not in the car. Yeah, all the federal they can occupy the car. The women are sitting up. But with the innocent people, why would we have job facility? Our children all the house in college. Now the business we do sustain our children. Just like Baka King don't care and they can rescue. Why they say we should fight for our children future? They don't want our children future. They cannot damage our children future. If they drop the citizen, they don't want riot. Police or soldier, nobody can stop them. Because well, we get our children. They're not supporting children. With their mother, with their husband, with their everything. There's some of us not educated. They want us to eat it. And I want to see that office. I want them to make it. And I let the rest of it. I am on the street and I'm marking to say, say, like, drama for the all on the way. They said on the street. Africa, they said on the street. I didn't like why they improve. I don't want to suppress you.
Served as the president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey to build a united, peaceful, and prosperous Liberia. And I am deeply thankful for the trust and support you have bestowed upon me and my administration during my tenure. As we navigate the complexity of governance, your partnership was instrumental in the development and implementation of policies and programs that aim to bring progress and development to our great nation. Reflecting on the accomplishment of these 6 years, Let me tell you that I am proud of what we have achieved together. We have built roads, supported free wires and free tuition at high schools and public universities, stabilized the macroeconomic challenges we face in 2018, built hundreds of pro-poor housing units, and achieved on so many fronts that we are able to list here today. However, I acknowledge that there is always room for improvement, and perhaps more could have been done under different circumstances. Regrettably, some of the long-term projects we initiated did not reach completion during my tenure. I am hopeful that the incoming administration will carry the torch forward and bring these initiatives to fruition for the benefit of all Liberians. Fellow compatriots, rumors, and misinformation have played a large part in our politics over the last 6 years. It is my hope we as a country will overcome this challenge.
Benefits are still going. All of their salaries and benefits are still going. And they're paying for hotels, there's something about the police officer fighting over chicken feet and dying. It's terrible, and it's a bad, very very negative PR for our country. But it says a lot about existing in the country, because if people at that level, at the professional level, people who have done training, emotional training, psychological training, they've gone through it, yet still for chicken feed they cannot manage their emotion and they will fight until somebody dies. Hagar Gonda is here. Hagar, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning to Liberians following us. It's always good that we are always behind this microphone to talk to the Liberian populace, especially those who believe in what we say and what we do here. So, waking up every morning, we are always motivated to come and serve the people. So, it's because of that we are here. And good morning to all of you. Welcome. We join us and let's spend the time to get up to 10 o'clock.
Good. Okay, that's how do you call your community, sir?
Kangastan.
Kangastan community chairman.
Well, youth chairman. Don't come put me.
Youth chairman. Oh, and the chair was some of you. You go sit on the whole country, tell the whole country say you chairman.
Yeah, chairman. So what you want to do? You want
the power of the region, so you want
use the power.
Yeah. So, Mr. Chairman, sorry, the man you that the young people leader. Yeah. So it's good. It's good. You know, when you begin exercising leadership from the community level, you come out, it's very very good. So you start to understand the issues of the people from way down there. Yeah, not like other people just like one of our men say he won't be senator, he won't be nobody.
He won't be president.
Yeah, he didn't even understand anything from it. So the other man, anyway.
The country.
But yes, the cash giveaway is here. It's back. It's bigger. $5,000 to take away this morning. Multiple of them. We've been having some challenges with the system, but I think all is set this morning. So everything you've missed out on during the course of last week, right? This is the perfect opportunity to kind of make up for everything that you've lost. Those of you are regular participants and followers, and those of you who believe that this process is actually helpful. It helps in addressing a lot of domestic financial problems. So we are back this morning with $5,000 to give for each of our winner. I think there's a big program coming up.
There is the Three Wise Men is officially going to be launched on today.
Okay.
That should have been on Friday, but because of the internet glitches we experienced during the course of last week, we could not do it on Friday.
Okay.
So it was put to today. So at the M2 store, right before the M2 store, today the Three Wise Men is going to be launched. And
it's a new promotion.
The new promotion
on the cash giveaway. The same way I can remember we did.
We did a 1 million, the golden jackpot.
But
the Three Wise Men
wait. When the golden jackpot finished, we came with the back to school
package,
right? So now there is the Three Wise Men coming, and you all can say that you can read Bible, you know your Bible thing very well. The Three Wise Men, and they're coming very big.
Yeah.
So today,
it's even bigger than the golden jackpot. You know, the golden jackpot, the grand prize was 1 million, but the Three Wise Men is going to be bigger than the golden jackpot. So if you say 1 million, I think the CEO said 10 times what was given during the golden jackpot. So you should already know what it is, and that's why you have to start today. Just start up first by playing the Freedom Cash giveaway this morning and *799# *799#. Okay, and then the list of options will appear on your phone screen. Just reply with number 11, and with that, instantly you stand a chance to win 5,000 Liberian dollars here this morning while you prepare yourself for the Three Wise Men. Up very soon, we'll be talking about that. Yes, but that's why it is. Let's pick up this morning from here, hoping that many of you can play so that you prepare yourself for the Three Wise Men launch this morning.
That's correct. So grab your Lone Star cell phone right now. I think the system is good. That's *799#. You select option number 11, and you wait a few seconds and enter your select the currency that you love to play in, whether it's LD or Liberian dollars. You select that, upon which you would then enter your mobile money password to confirm. And like always, I like to encourage all of us to play as much as we can, because it affords you or guarantees you the possibility to win. So the more you play, the better your chances are to win. So yes, folks, we will come to the Capitol Hill, but it's important that we do our in-house on other issues. But just before we do, let me go in for a break. We'll Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, then we keep the ball rolling. This break.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hands for the real authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it. I mean you cheche. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia. Okay, I wanted to get something here quickly. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's going to be light upon light in Monrovia. No, you didn't hear me. I said it's going to be light upon light in Monrovia. The Al-Noor Foundation for Islam and Development in Liberia, in collaboration with other Islamic organizations, invites Mufti Menk.
Assalamu alaikum, Monrovia, Liberia, inshallah, the 7th of November 2024 at the Antoinette Stadium at 11 a.m. We have an appointment with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you, inshallah.
Sheikh Wael Ibrahim and Dr. Mohammed Salah to Liberia. On November 7th, 2024, join us at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium, free of charge. Also, on November 8th, 2024, at the Ministerial Complex Theatre in Congo Town, where you will have the opportunity to interact with the learned scholars and dine with them. Limited tickets available. Book now. Numbers to call: 0886 884 975 or 0776 884 975. It's light upon light in Monrovia. Don't miss it.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
All Okay, so that is to inform and announce to all of you that that Islamic cleric you listen to sometimes in the morning on Freedom FM, Mufti Menk, is due and scheduled in Liberia on the 7th, beginning the 7th of November. He's going to be here providing lectures on different issues, whatever it is. So in the pursuit of education, you have to be limitless. So whether you're a Muslim or not, this is an opportunity to interact and answer some of your intellectual questions and doubt, whether it's about Islam or even your own faith, Christianity. There's something you want to do a comparative analysis and try to understand basically what is there is this, what there is that. You listen to him all of the time on the radio. He's going to be live at the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium on the 7th, and followed by the ministerial complex stuff. But we try to get the team responsible, the media team, around his visit to Liberia. The last time he was here, I was very active and engaged with it. Then I was still in the university, and then we because the organization that was bringing him worked with us very closely. So but this time around, people got to grow now. So other people are down there. And so tomorrow or any other time, we'll have them. And we'll also endeavor to have he himself come on the radio. Yeah, because we'll try to do that to get Mufti Meng around and stuff. So hey guys, let's see. The chicken feed thing. I think it's important that that we in our in-house look at it. For me, I think it's sending a bigger message. The level at which there is anger in the country, emotional, discontrol. People do not have, people just get angry for nothing, and their lives are being taken for little things, as simple as chicken feed somebody. The point at which people will get angry, they will fight, and then that fight will degenerate into murder, or somebody killing their friend. I watched the video, I couldn't stand it. The guys are fighting, and a man grab a man, not a man down. Only to imagine that for chicken feed being. And it's funny. It sounds very, very laughable, but a life has been lost. And I like to put this on the insensitivity of the government and the president. Sometimes you all say, "Oh, you see, there is a message that God is trying to send to our leaders that you're not doing well. The fact that in your country, you president, you Baka, you president, that your officers, not even ordinary people, police officers that go for training, right? And they can have at this kind of training, they can have psychological, emotional management. They can have this kind of training for the officers, because you will interact with different people, a lot of people. Somebody will just look at you because you're in uniform. Maybe they're angry, they start insulting you. You must know how to exercise restraint to deal with these kinds of situations. But the point at which people are unable to exercise restraints in the tiniest instance, then there is a serious problem over us. So if two police officers cannot exercise restraint, right, when they made a decision to eat in the same bowl, and the other man decided to take the chicken feed, and the other man wanted the chicken feed, and they decided to say, "Oh, we'll fight." They leave fighting until the other man, now a man on some way, they brought the man to JFK, they say the man died. My people, there's a problem. So you all have to be careful out there. People are too angry in the country. Everybody is just angry. And for the most part, you can't point to why people are angry, aside from the fact that things are extremely unbearable and difficult in the country. I mean, times are hard. And the government has been very, very insensitive. The country is hard and difficult. MCC is cluelessly chasing people out from the street, getting the people out and say, so if you take the people from there, say they shouldn't sell, what are they going to survive by? The man go home, he sit down, he children behind him, no school fee, blah, 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 all that pressure on his head. He walk on the road, and the man is on the road here, a friend talking about football game, before you look, boo, they're not joining into someone and fight. Basically, they're not that football game, pushing that. That man is angry, that man is emotionally unstable. and people are laughing about it. But this is serious. This sends, a deeper message. And of course, our condolences to the bereaved family. And I'm sure the other officer is regretting his action right now.
For sure.
Seriously, that man in his right frame of mind will not wake up and kill him up for chicken fever. But you see, this is what the government must do everything she can to calm the tension in the country. You're not paying security people. And every day they're listening to the news. Your official is stealing. Look at the RG, the Inspector General, the whole police leadership. You're robbing, you're stealing from investors. As soon as you know investors not coming in the country, that's some Bagwati men they brought the whole issue about that thing. That's some BM there around Bwaka, they went, they grabbed those Malaysians, not Malaysians, but how you call them, Vietnamese. They brought them in the country. They say they come and do gold or mineral business. So the men take the men and put the men in the hotel there. So the police officer then do got the intel. And you know that Stephen Steele, criminal, they had to put money in the whole country. So the men to plot each other, my man gotta go there. They grab a man money before you load, they disappear. Up to now, the men say they left some 5,000. That made Gregor come up there. He started dismissing the men. He said, how the men leave 5,000 for us? I can't ask him for the money. You can't show me the money. Easy. So the man is on Instagram wearing the latest shoes, looking nice, flashy every time, but his officers are fighting each other for chicken bone and killing each other. That leader there, passing around, and when they get time for himself, police officers are suffering. They're killing each other for chicken feet. Here you go.
Yeah, Abu. This entire thing about the chicken feed case, right? Let me just say it this way. It sounds laughable, just like you said, but this is something very serious. And looking at it from the other side, it is also helping us to understand how our country is currently, so that the common people can brace themselves for it and be able to stay away or be able to avoid some situations in life. Abu, you cannot have grown up men who, besides going to police academy and getting some police training and things, you cannot have grown up men who got children, who are able to provide in their homes, who are able to even if they want to eat chicken feed cartoon, to buy chicken feed cartoon and tell their wife or girlfriend, say, cook this. But let's be frank. Sometimes when we want to see some things and so people feel like, oh, we are against Bwakai, or we are saying this, everything every day is about Bwakai and Bwakai and Bwakai. No. The fact is, Bwakai put himself into this, and we Liberians who supported his quest are today bearing the pinch of what is happening. Bwakai told us that he was prepared to dance with the devil. Now when I look at men, you feeling why you think when the people tell us they call you red devil? You expect anything good from red devil? So if Bwakai would tell you, say he's prepared and willing to dance with the devil, you went in that. You supported Bwakai. Today, what you are seeing happening in this country is not normal. Oh yes, Abu, it is not normal. These things that are happening in the country today are not normal. Let's be frank. You can chicken feed is being sold in Ganta market that I know, or maybe somewhere it's being sold around there for I think 3 for 25 or something, or even 5 for 50, something like that.
I think 5 for 50, something like that.
So let's be frank. In a rare man, if you're not eating here and something in that food that you like, that I would take, maybe that I take from that food, Abu, you get the money. Especially when it's less expensive, you think you want to go once you get appetite for that thing, you have to purchase.
But even it made you first. The point where you want fire, that mean the thing that anger. Everybody get angry.
So let's see why it is now. You fighting for chicken feed, and let's be frank. These are the people who should be implementing or enforcing laws and order in the country. So Abu, if you see these guys going in the street and they're shooting, or maybe going at protesting and shooting at Liberians, they don't do it because maybe what the person or what those groups are doing is something that warrants shooting, but because normally they are always angry. Crusoe will have to come and check.
Yeah,
Crusoe will have to come and check.
Quincy, if it is better, so I don't know what is the live or the radio you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, Crusoe, come and see. Somebody saying that we are sounding low. So, but let's see.
So I'm not sure it's the live because there are people watching and nobody has raised that concern.
Is the radio okay out there? Okay, then I think it is your monitor. The problem is from your monitor, Quincy. Please check it out. Maybe that the chicken feed debate Quincy won't he won't find the enter Google, so he won't. Yeah.
So if you see police officers going at protesting and shooting at Liberians, peaceful Liberians who just gather to how they call it to petition their government or maybe an institution. That is something that is a right that is given under the Constitution of the Republic. But Abu, at times you see police going there and shooting at Liberians, peaceful Liberians. It is not normal. The anger that the guys take from their offices and things, that the one that can push them to where they are. So imagine now the guy has worked maybe 2-3 months, he has not been able to take pay. And then the police just saying already he's going there with that mindset. That he's number one, he's already broke, he can get money. And instead of then sending him somewhere where you go get money, then you go into protesting.
Yeah.
And at a protesting, no matter how much you dialogue, protesters are not going to give you money.
That's correct. So
the man get angry for any little reason, and yes, then he run into action and start shooting at Liberians. So you see, it's just another way for us to know where we are as a country and as a people, how we should be careful. Exactly. Police officers that you see out there today, they are not out there in their right frame of mind. The only kind of people that are enjoying the country money now in the police that are Gregory Cuomo, the likes of his principal deputies, and few handful. But other than that, or some of the main officers that are doing the work within the police are the ones who are sitting and crying today that they're not taking people. But the ones who are here riding the air conditioning, I always get angry when I go on the internet and see, especially TikTok, a police officer, police inspector general, who should be ensuring that the operational work of the police is done through his deputy for operation. The guy is always on Messenger, not Messenger, but he's always on TikTok. Every little step he take, you see him go, he playing something, pull somebody in car, and then get on the street. I think that he enforcing law.
Come on, man. So I don't know. Another person is saying so. I don't know if they're trying to play with our signal again. Sometimes it's like that. They have mounted a lot of antennas all around this place here just to suppress the voice of the people, and which is quite frustrating. But yeah, this anger issue is a serious issue. I mean, it's all in the street, right? You buy from somebody, they need to get you change. They didn't get change. Instead of talking to you modestly, they talk, I don't get change. But you see me with change. So as soon as you start seeing the kind of thing, and, policemen stop you on the sidewalk instead of being polite to even speak to you professionally. When you ask a car, when you ask the driver to pull over when the man does, when you get there, you speak, you introduce yourself, professional how it happen. But how the man will be professional and man thinking about responsibility, they're not paying a pay, not coming on time. But anyway,
already I need to get money.
Stay in our in-house. This thing from the angle of the executive mansion, where the president, as was communicated by the information minister in the president cancellation of the president decision to cancel or what? Let me get the stuff. Let me get this thing here for all of us. So it reads, President Joseph Nima Boaka has directed with what is happening to my phone? Has directed with the immediate cancellation of all ambassador at large, special envoys, and trade and investment representatives. Where reappointments will be made based on the current governance needs with clear terms of reference and reporting. So that means he himself has realized that he made the appointment without any clear term of reference. So when we told you that this old man was governing the country in a stupid manner, and you people, all of you there, you're arguing. So how you go appoint people, yet people with chocolate and all over the no term of reference, they had to go and misrepresent the country, right? and started doing BMT, stealing, knocking people here together. Yeah, and before y'all come by now, you say, "Oh, we'll come and do it now, do clear term of reference." Like when y'all will get there. And so, what can we show in the tourism and investment? Okay, that one I don't want to ask him, but yeah. So he said that. So for those of you the doubting guys who are out there, these clueless Bwaka fanatics, or some of you sit down, you're here and not correct, you'll be getting fair, say, oh, why we're talking the truth about Bwaka? You're here from the information minister, man,
at large. Special envoys by directive of the President, His Excellency Joseph Newman Bwaka, or ambassadors at large. Special envoys, trade and investment representatives are hereby cancelled with immediate effect. Reappointments will be made based on the country's governance needs for the roles in the current dispensation. The reappointments will also come with clear and specific terms of references.
Shut up, man. All of y'all spoiling the country. All of y'all bring emotions in it. So you see, this is an admittance to breach in governance. The man handled the foreign service and the foreign affairs of our country with politics, partisanship. Bwaka used the foreign service as a dumping ground for his illicit campaign financiers, right? People who were connecting him with BMs and they were bringing money here, then yonder. He used foreign service as a dumping ground and dump all of these non-scores, empty-headed buffoons and put them there. They understand nothing about the nuances, to a point where some of them do not even understand the structural and protocol arrangement in terms of what you're supposed to do and when you want to do this, who you're supposed to consult, how it's supposed to happen, nothing. The gadget failed because the president has appointed them in those roles. So the big sharks now. So it's a surface understanding. So a special envoy, the president. They do not want to respect ambassadors accredited to different countries that they can go and do their thing in. They do not consult the missions, right? They do not even take permission from Home Office, the foreign ministry. Because it takes stupid used car sellers and other BM men passing around, you put in, you get in diplomatic privileges, and when they do not, and you even put them in some small little classroom for them to understand. Labrador is in trouble. But let's first of all try to understand who an envoy is. For a lot of them who take it and make it seem as if there's some super diplomat or senior diplomats. No, it does not work like that. That envoy, whoever it can be, that is in the purview of the president, because you're working for the president. It's the president that's going to send you on errands. You're like an errand boy. I mean, but you're particularly an errand guy. Errand person. The president wants to achieve something here, designate you as the special envoy. You go there on that mission, you execute it. Say someone who is sent as a representative from one government or political group to another.
Almost the mission board.
Yeah, right. So the government sends you, right, as a representative. For example, maybe they're discussing trade and commerce. So the government sends you as our representative, go there on behalf of the president and the government of Liberia, go there to represent. So you have the authority. Your presence in that meeting is representing the president. So you go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you take note, you take guidance, because you may not be in tune with the economic, diplomatic, policies of the government. You all of those things you may not know. You don't just go there. It's not an opportunity for you to exploit. Who you are supposed to meet, who you're supposed to interact with is very, very important. How you're even supposed to have this engagement is important. But you start having meeting with junta leaders, right? You start having meeting with countries that are not in good relationship with liberal allies, for example, America. You just passing around. When you go there, they ask you, say, where you coming from? Say, I came to represent the president. Me, I'm not calling Neo. So that her brother, certain what he did, embarrassing and shaming until he had to come out. The last one that happened, he said no. Went somewhere. You see, Baka had to go to America when he came back from America. They put all a nose. Say you bring your own nose here. You say that in our country, you just take position, you give it to people, they passing around, spoiling the country image. All your experience you get, you pass around, you take Sonny. How you from Liberia, you representing Liberia, you ready, you jump. ECOWAS is not in good relationship with the junta in Guinea, Burkina Faso, and other places. But you're not involved in the places that they can go. And you understand? So on what terms are they going there? How are they even going there? So what kind of government are you running? Scatter agenda. The foreign service is doing something else. The executive mansion is doing something else, right? And your envoys are doing something else. When we say, hey, you say, oh, that you know all the book now, because some of you, you're very stupid. You say you know all the book. Common thing there. That what some of us are very, very surprised and disappointed in Mr. Barkai. With all of the experience, and you lead so disjointedly. His leadership is so disjointed, right? The consolation and the reasons that we are getting, right? I mean, something has to happen more than that. The government must communicate. And I just saw the president did a communication talking about this thing, about setting up what thing. Let's see, setting up some kind of committee to evaluate performance or what thing, blah blah blah. I said the National Performance Management and Compliance System. After studying 1 year, people are underperforming all over. The public work minister still out 22 million. It's fair to say, because we cannot see the actions on the ground, cannot commensurate. Oh, so you know how he buys time? He gave our contract to Kisi people. He are giving our contract to Lalo. Yeah, public work minister. Lalo Kisi and Lufa. I'm not being trouble, but this is facts. And those of you in the construction industry, y'all know it like that. Most of the Kisi guys, with construction, he has given contract to them, so that they will go and beg on his behalf, and the president will see it and say, oh, but they may giving job to our people. They may just promoting ethnicity and tribalism. A so-called national project they're going to be doing, Marshall, they may take Kisi knee and pull it on it. And adolescent, one group of people and trying to make them, this is bad for the country. You can't be leading the country like that. So the president has terminated. So whether it's the Christopher Hayes Onanuga, whether it's the Mohammed Ba, whether it's the Sheikh Mustafa Kuyate, whether it's the Mandela Cooper boyfriend, and all the other good for nothing human beings that the president just started passing around without any term of reference. And the bottom line is the Minister of Foreign Affairs is not happy with the manner in which these folks were proceeding.
And some of them were even trying to undermine her work. Correct. So that they make her look like she is not working.
She is not working. At some point, the way they were engaging, you see, they're moving, they're talking to this other leader, they're talking to that other leader without any deference to, and this is not how the foreign service works. But again, these are the qualities that Baka felt he is able to bring to government. Baka is the worst thing that have ever happened to any country on the face of the earth. And he knows, you're sitting on there, we're talking, and you know very well, we're talking to you. We're not afraid of you. We're telling you the facts. Until you can readjust and start to do the right thing, Mr. President, we are very, very disappointed. And our disappointment is going to lead us to be very blunt with you. And if you see that as disrespect, that's on you. Nobody's going to disrespect somebody who, a responsible father who's taking care of everything he has to do. I mean, the fact that you're responsible will not invite any disrespect. But the fact that you decide to be irresponsible, that irresponsibility is going to be inviting disrespect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Abu, our country is always interesting. Sometimes some things happen and we just find ourselves in a difficult position to discuss these things, especially when they are bringing shame and disgrace to the image of our country. And some who don't know, they will feel like, oh, we need to sit and talk the negative things. No. There are positive things that we think have happened or that sometimes can happen, and we can recognize them. But we not have people sitting and damaging the image of our country when we had one presidential spokesperson going and accusing the past government of damaging the reputation of the country. But under the past government, we did not have any individual who was caught as a BM and was sent somewhere to represent the country. You know, the fact is some of these ambassadors or some of these individuals who were sent out there by President Boakai don't understand what their function is or should be. And that is clear. The guys were not even in the position to go that they did not even know that Abu, as a representative going to represent an institution or individual or maybe your country. Some of your initiative will include working, lobbying to ensure that the country that you are representing can benefit at your expense. All of these guys who serve as ambassador and all kind of thing, Abu, I am yet to understand or to see what was the tangible or what has been the tangible that was sent to this country, or that the country benefited as a result of their travel. Abu, you saw the picture where you saw
the president said travel in bring
where Christopher Onanunga then riding business class. You see the men enjoying our country money. These guys, once they were appointed to these positions, their travels and things are not undertaken by themselves. The taxpayers are the one who are feeling the pinch of their reckless and irresponsible travels, because they are lodging, their transport, their plane ticket, both or to and from, and everything you think about is from the country's cover. So these guys who only travel because they want to show off. These guys who only travel, and one of their personal issue is the one they sent to the international organization or the International Maritime Team, the IMO. That they call him.
Father.
You see the guy, he's more like, I should say, a slave queen. Or maybe we can name him as a slave king. Everywhere he goes, take picture, and some of the things that he can, you don't see, you have not seen.
The picture he can be sending to the league,
and so the guys just went there,
a naked picture.
So the guys are not even or prepared. They are not even sure of what they want to do for this country. Some of them only they are what you will notice is those guys are only going over there and their mindset is that my last time I'm going to enjoy it, because some of them know that after Boakai they don't have future in this country. And so since Liberians gave Boakai his resignation or his retirement benefit, today they are making use of that benefit instead of working to ensure that there can be a competition when some of them are given the opportunity to ascend to the position as party or maybe as party executives. Today, many of them are not working in the interest of the people. They are just bent on going out there bluffing, going out there, and the country is the one. Liberians are the ones who are suffering as a result of these decisions, all these travels that those guys are traveling. And we cannot have a group of people who are just traveling and the country is benefiting nothing, and they are always using the country money to just go.
But the president said traveling and the country benefiting nothing.
So that's Abu. That's what I can.
So Baga should cancel his own office too.
So that's what I can always say, Abu. That Liberians I going through this, and today officials of government are learning from the example of the president.
I agree.
So if you see men like Jerry Limbeck PRN speaking the way he can normally speak, then you should understand that he has learned it from the president, who himself is a vindictive and arrogant old man. So people working with him have to work, they have to dance to his drum beat. So you see many of them. So if you see these guys traveling today, and they travel because they are president. The man who appointed them is like, can they travel because he want to get some outside experience until he old age, and then maybe what can happen can happen.
That's good. So I wanted to, I don't know whether we have time, because at 8:30 we start to begin our conversation, and so this UL thing, I think we will try to establish the readiness of the University of Liberia for a doctoral program. Something we ought to look at, looking at whether the infrastructurally ready, whether logistically prepared,
Mhm.
and university campus where electricity and all these soup protestation, throwing of stones, and all of that. Is it for the optic or is a genuine program? Do we have the capacity, the manpower, and all of that? So, but let's interact with some of our winners here quickly, and then we'll come back. We dive quickly into our conversation. We're going up Capitol Hill now, but it is very, 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 very important. And the good thing about what we've also gathered is that the students that are going on in the country, they've always timed it. When the president is out of the country, that's when the guys can steal. That is a whole package. Hello, good morning.
Morning, how you doing, sir?
I'm fine. This is Freedom FM. My name is Abu Sharif.
Yeah, I'm Natasha Doyen.
Doyen, you played the cash giveaway this morning, right?
Yes.
How many times?
5 times.
5 times this morning.
Yes.
Wow, Natasha. See why you have already but you received the message.
I probably have to block them.
Uh-huh.
Thinking, I say I get the money, man. For me, play the money. I have play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you are broke the money.
Our broker, well, only the capital and everyone. For me to enjoy and go back to the play.
Damn it. What?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Natasha. So right now you breathing. I mean, cold breeze touching your body. Yeah, congratulations. You see, you won't be telling you everything you have to say. They think you rescue people. It's only you get
rescue them.
You get 1,000 easy. Natasha, she said she play. Today is $100. So she had only 500 to pay her way. She said, "Let me play." She played five times, and she have won $5,000 on her phone. So you too can do the same by dialing *799 *799 hash. You select and follow, or select option number 11. Right, you select option number 11. You enter with a few seconds and select the currency that you love to play. And then you also with a few seconds and then you enter your mobile money password, and you stand a chance to be one of the lottery winners. Hello, good morning. This is Freedom FM. My name is Abu Sharif. How are you this morning?
Oh, Mr. Abu Sharif, how are you? How you coming on?
I'm fine. What is your name?
My name is Mohammed DCC.
Mohammed
Cisse. Yeah, Mohammed Cisse.
Mohammed Cisse, you play our cash giveaway this morning, right?
Yeah.
How many times you play?
Oh, I play almost 5 to 6 times to 7. I'm surely. Yeah.
Oh.
Because I don't check it.
You see, Mohammed was just pumping the thing. But you received the message now, right?
Yeah. I got it money.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So you see, it's real when we tell you do it that way, you do it that way.
From May.
But from May, you used to be thumbing the thing when you play one time, you say now you wait. But now you see how you say that one play, you pump it, the thing comes straight.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Yeah. The thing is, you gotta be smart. Yeah, Sonny. Yeah, Sonny. You look at the thing for long. You've been playing same May. You Sonny. You still try to readjust.
But then you play one time.
Yeah, then sit down.
You wait, then you sit down.
And the thing that a lot of people playing, so and you want to come out. So it's a competition. You have to do more than the other people, and then you're good to go. All right, you'll sit down with your friend and be winning them. Then you'll see people who go to a different thing now. You're near the supermarket, other places. Oh, my man, I won't win. I play, I don't win. You go check your own one thing. How you win? You can win though, but the chances become challenged. So let's talk to this other winner. Okay, the phone is ringing. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Freedom Radio. My name is Abu. You're live. How are you this morning?
I'm in Tangos.
Okay. What is your name?
Elijah Kekori.
How you sounding like you're not even excited? It's not that you fail. When you get money, you can be fair.
No, doing some hard work, so I'm ready.
You're doing hard work, say ego lane. You can be your. How many times you play the cash giveaway?
I played 3 times.
300.
What kind of hard work you doing? Construction work?
Yeah, I'm doing separate thing.
So you go hustle the money, you get 5,000 on your phone.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Wow, thank you.
Okay. So yeah, that's what it is. Hagar, a lot of releases. Check right within our chat room there. You see where is it? Let me see. There is this update we shared with regards the debacle up Capitol Hill, right? The Code of Conduct crisis. Supreme Court steps in as a peer. Oh no, not this one. This one is something that we'll talk about. But a stay order has been placed and issued on the activities and actions of those lawmakers who have abandoned session and have gathered at a local hotel for the sole purpose of ensuring the removal of the speaker, right? Ensuring the removal of the speaker. So let me read a copy. Higa, do you have the copy? So you can read it. What I try this document from the close. Anyway, I already have it. So let me just go ahead. Dear Honorable Koga, the letter is addressed to Honorable Samuel G. Koga and others, Representative Majority Block, House of Representatives, Capitol Building, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Honorable Koga, in read, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable J. Fonati Kofa, and officers elected under the House Standing Rule, acting under and within the scope of his authority of the City of Monrovia, Republic of Liberia, petitioner, versus Representative Samuel Koga, Nimba County District Number 5, Richard Nangbe Kun, Montserrat County District 11, and other members of the House of Representatives, the House of the self-styled majority bloc of the House of Representatives, acting under their control and authority of the City of Monrovia, County of Montserrat, the Republic of Liberia, respondents, petition for a writ of prohibition by directive of His Honor Yami Kwekwe Gbese, Senior Associate Justice presiding in chambers. You are hereby cited to a conference with His Honor on Monday, November 4, 2024, at the hour of 10 o'clock a.m. in connection with the above captioned case. Meanwhile, you are ordered to stay all further proceedings and or actions in the matter pending the outcome of the conference. Kind regards, very truly yours, Councillor Sam Mamulu Clerk, Supreme Court, Republic of Liberia, the CEO, and all of that. So that goes to say the Supreme Court
is aware now.
Has prayed for by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the 55th, Honorable J. Fonati Kofa, has placed prohibition on every actions and activities of the majority bloc. So then the question becomes, does that order affect even the minority?
So what I think will happen is, or is supposed to happen as a result of the Supreme Court writ of prohibition is what is legal should be done and what is being challenged, or let's say, or who is challenging should not challenge until the court can give you reason to challenge. So if for example, the Freedom Money Rise has been running on, but you and I we got issue and I run to the court. So the court, maybe I pray for a rate of prohibition to be issued on our edition of the show. So the court will issue that rate of prohibition based on what I will pray for, if it is legal and it worth. So what it will do is it will stop you and I presentation, but others who don't have no issue with theirs can go on. So the issue is Councillor Kofa is challenging the action of those lawmakers to see, let's say he's challenging it and calling on the court to ensure that they do the right thing. So why they are doing the wrong thing, there is a respected right thing that is being done. I don't know whether there's been a change.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there is so why the court, why Councillor Kofa has prayed, since he has prayed for the rate of prohibition, the prohibition is intended to stop the action of the quote-unquote majority bloc. To stop them and ensure that they come to what should be now, and that is the issue of I think there is a serious challenge we're facing. So is to ensure that the rate will ensure that they can stop every activities that they are carrying on now and ensure that the right thing is done until the court can give them reason to ensure that they can continue with their case or fight the way they want to fight the case. But wherever it is, it's good that the court has taken seize of the matter, and we hope that the right thing can be done, because you cannot keep our country a hostage as it is, because trust that once the House of Representatives cannot work, the fight is they've gone for two separate sections, I think 2 or 3 separate sections, and they got 2 more sections. So once they go for the 2 more section, the guys cannot go. The Senate, the Liberian Senate, cannot go for more than 5 sections without the House of Representatives. So the same way the House of Representatives cannot go for more than 5 sections without the Senate. So the same with the Senate. The Senate will not operate more than 5 sections without the House sitting.
That's Article.
So
go ahead. Let me
so
try to get
the
constitutional provision that suppose that argument.
So once the guys can meet up anything this week, trust that next week the Senate too will not be sitting, because they've gone for, I think, 3. The day that they read that they protest, that they petition or the resolution that day, plus the 2 days in last week at 3. So 2 more. So if you get Tuesday and Thursday of this week, once the House of Representatives cannot settle this thing and meet as a body, then the Senate will have to call off their section so that they sit and wait for the guys. And once the legislature is unable to work, trust that the judiciary is also going to impede the work of the judiciary, and is going to impede the work of the executive. And what will happen now is the judiciary is going to raise alarm, to inform Liberians that there is a constitutional crisis. And in that, the thing here is very big. But some of our guys who can read upside down, some of them who, since they even went over, they've not had the time to read through the laws and some of the rules and guidelines of the legislature, they don't know these things. So once the Supreme Court can inform Liberians that, oh yes, there is a constitutional crisis, we cannot be able to, the government, just that once there is a constitutional crisis, the government will not be able to work. So in our country, in other country, the president have the right, like in Kenya and other countries, I think in Sierra Leone it happened there too. The president have the right to dissolve the legislature. And even in Liberia, if that right, I don't know whether there is anything like a right that is given to the president to dissolve the legislature. Once the legislature is dissolved, trust that the government will have to go for another election to get people to replace them. That's one. And let's say while we are trying to get people to replace them, the government will be at a standstill. The country is going to be at a standstill. There will be no budget pass. There will be no law in ITED. There will be too many things. So that is why Liberians now have to come up in numbers. Let's be frank. This is a point that you have to understand.
Before you go to the Liberian coming out in number, I'd like us to exhaust all of the legal, the legal ramifications. Let's say, the aftermath effects of these actions that have been taken, because these are our lawmakers. that they're the ones that will be making the law for us, right? On what is the do's and the don'ts in the country. So understanding that these are laws that they have made, because the legislature is always the legislature, right? So whether the law was made in the 55th, the 50 first,
53rd,
the or any sitting of the house, it has to be upheld. And the interpreter of these laws under our framework is the judiciary. So just as the lawmakers who advise all of us structurally to listen to the interpretation of the Supreme Court, when the Supreme Court gets involved with this matter, it's important that our lawmakers themselves accord all of the necessary. I don't know how that will ever equate to interference. They're doing their functions of trying to interpret what, you all cannot just interpret by yourself because they are the final arbiter. All of you have your own narrative and all of that. So now, this stay order, from how I understand it, from just how we've seen it, generally, if there's an issue happening and then a party goes praying for a writ of prohibition, it mutes or it put on hold every activities in said action. For example, if Funati and Funatisa are seen if it is necessary to invoke, the Supreme Court to get involved and remedy this. So both Funatisa and the Kogasa must then sit and wait for the Supreme Court's decision that would give them an action, because at that point, the authority and legitimacy of everything at that level has been considered in conflict. And once it's in conflict, you go to the Supreme Court for a proper interpretation. In the absence of the Supreme Court's interpretation and ruling and decision in the matter, I do not see, I am not a lawyer, but I'm just looking at precedents and how things have transpired in our space for the past time. I do not think Funati and Hisa is supposed to be having session while the other people are halted. Funati and Hisa are party to this, just as Koga and his people. So everybody's gonna remain. Everything is gonna be held as status quo. It's gonna be on pause, right? Why the Supreme Court look into this? And that is the reason why the judge, the Associate Justice, is beginning with a conference. And the conference is going to be held between Funatisa and Kogasa. So they are both parties. So Kogasa can be going to the court, and then Funatisa say, no, we finish carry out the court. You'll be there, or about a year we're having session. When you're ready, I'm okay. No, I'm not sure. But lawyers are out there. When you have something to weigh in, you can call our personal lines.
So I think
right?
we can make some of that.
We will take you to clear that. But while all of this is going on, pundits and analysts view this as gradually pushing in onto a constitutional crisis. A constitutional crisis that may even affect the government of the country, right? That will lead us to, dissolving the entire government. Some have said. How are we going to get there? But before that conversation, it's important to understand why or what is the executive saying and doing in the face of all of these things, and why is the perpetual silence of the president in all of this? What does that communicate to all of us? Does that signal, a president that's sensitive and takes king and sees himself as the head of state and head of government? Because the president functions in three capacities, right? As commander-in-chief of the republic, as head of state of the republic, and of course, as head of government. If there is crisis in any arm of the government, as the supreme head, as the head of government, at least there has to be an intervention from your side. Have we seen that? It has been over 3 weeks now, or 2 to 3 weeks. The executive have not said anything that we know publicly, whether condemning or supporting, or at least saying something about the urgency and the need to have the government working, as a unit. We're not seeing that from the president. Unlike in time past, doing the different removal processes of Tyler and the other guy Snow, right? With all of the allegations that were in the air, Madam Shelley spoke. She will speak denying, and and all of that. But at least, and also the need for the government to go back to work and start to work together and all that. But this president now, Higa, is not saying anything.
And Abu
Waka has not said anything, even with the allegation that these people are being sponsored by the executive, the president is behind this or not. The president must say something, speak to the country. You can't have a country where the president cut off speech from the people, even in the big years of crisis. This is, there is no crisis that you won't talk about that's bigger than this. Because, like you said, Article 40 is clear, unequivocally clear. Article 40 of the Liberian Constitution, that neither house shall adjourn for more than 5 days, right, without the consent of the other, and both houses shall always sit in the same city, right? None of the, and the Constitution recognizes two houses, right? The Honorable House of Representatives and, of course, the Liberian Senate. These are the two houses. And the Constitution, Article 40, is telling us that neither of these two houses are supposed to adjourn repeatedly for 5 session days without the consent of the other. And they have gone 3. The president, with all of the experience, 42, 45, some people say 48, all kind of year experience in government, right, does not see the urgency, does not see the emergency, does not see the need to intervene in whatever means, form, or manner as the head of government in resolving this matter, but he sits in the back, right, and is being accused of bank ruling and sponsoring the actions, and officials from the executive are now facing LACC interrogation or investigation for their roles in this entire process. His Water and Sewer Corporation managing director is facing LACC probe. His transport minister is facing LACC probe, which are all clear indication of the executive interference into the legislative Rickman rule. The president has not seen the need and has not developed the courage to say anything. My people, we are in trouble. If this boils down into any constitutional crisis, Bwaka will be responsible. Bwaka has demonstrated the clear inability to managing the affairs of the country. You are the head of state. Anything happening in the country, in any county, any part of the country, the president must be concerned. The president must dispatch people to resolve it. Anything that happens in the army, the president must be concerned. That's why he's the commander-in-chief of the army. That nothing should happen there without his consent. And that's why the Constitution says for the army to be moved, the president must do that. The president must take and instruct and ask the legislature to say, oh, I need a permission on the basis of this emergency for the army to move. The Constitution is clear. But the man sleeps on his constitutional functions. The man sleeps on his constitutional required duties, right? Which are clear indication or solid grounds for impeachment. Impeachment can be built on these grounds. If the president sits there and this thing, he continues to see the as a legislature problem, So now the question becomes, Hagar, who's responsible for the hotel bill of all these lawmakers at LRJ? Who's paying the bill? You think individual lawmakers are the one paying? Osa. So that is Bwaka's desire. That is what Bwaka wants to achieve. And all of you out there, they go and tell the United Party people, say, you know what? The reason some of you didn't get job because we got to move the speaker. As soon as we move the speaker, the job will open. All of you will get job. And how you see you people supporting it?
Mhm.
This is where we are. We're in crisis. We're set for crisis.
And the president has to be very careful in this case, Abu. You know, Abu, this is just to tell the Liberian people how unprepared this old man is. You know, this Pape came on the president. He came to the presidency with a self-seeking interest, an interest that that only should be for him, and it's not in that. It's not for Liberians. Abu, look at what happened. You remember before the speakership election, the President Bwakai, before even he could get inaugurated, he had meetings with the how they call the guy who were contesting against Kofa. He had meeting with his bloc, Rachel Kun, right? He had meeting with his bloc. And all of these things were intended to ensure that they bring somebody who was going to ensure that their agenda is pushed, their selfish agenda is pushed. So he had that meeting, to talk to the guys to be able to elect his choice of candidate for the speakership. But today, when a speaker has been elected and he's working in the interest of the Liberian people, and that speaker, a plot has been set up against him by the government to ensure that he's removed, and people are continuously accusing the government that the government is behind this, the government is supporting this, the government is doing this, and the president has been able to say absolutely nothing. The president has been able to say absolutely nothing, even when it is moving to a point where our country is about to experience constitutional crisis. The president got no interest in it. And what he's forgetting to understand is, if this thing continue and we cannot find a resolution to this, we cannot resolve this between now to the end of this year, he might not travel. So all that money he can be getting to be traveling from place to place, you may not have that money again to travel if this thing about the legislature cannot be resolved. Because trust us, like we are saying to you, 2 more session days, the Senate will have to adjourn to ensure that they wait for the House of Representatives to come back to session before the both houses can work together. The 2 houses, one of them cannot work in the absence of their friend for more than 5 session days. So are you considering this? What's your interest? This is the country that you say you wanted to rescue. This is Liberia for you, Omen Bwakai. And you never just got elected to ensure that you ride the presidential convoy. You get all of what is needed as a president, but you got elected to ensure that you work to take decisions or to make decisions in the interest of the country. And this is a testing moment for you. You cannot sit at a point where the country is in need of wisdom. And Liberians will tell you, because they say you got all of the wisdom. Liberians are about this time yearning for a wisdom or king with wisdom to come and ensure that you work and mitigate the kind of situation. The Council of Churches is far because many of them have been given a board of directors position. Some of them are members of the board. So today, the Council of Churches is saying absolutely nothing. Our country is running the constitutional crisis. Civil society organizations.
Yeah, Higa, I'm sorry I have to hold you there. We've been trying to get the representative. Basically what we try to do on this show is to balance all of our conversation and bring independent to the discourse in spite of what people would think. That is the new flair. So we have our own dear friend and brother, the Honorable James Kohler of Bon County, District Number 2, the man who replaced Senator Prince Moy, right? Honorable Kohler, you're live on the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. And of course, the biggest radio network in the country. It's good to have you join us this morning. I'm told from Bon County.
My apology because I'm driving to town.
Okay.
So I have a phone network. That's why you are not getting me.
Okay, understandable, Chief. So how are you this morning? And of course, how's Bon County? You spend the weekend there. How are our people?
Yes, normally we have this engagement with our people town hall meeting. So Saturday we have town hall meeting at the Lyric by Community School. The students were led by the community to explain to them what are some of the things we are doing, intend to do, and some of the things we are going through. And we always fight to make our process participatory with regard to this speaker saga. I have to tell them why I'm part of it. They themselves also spoke their mind. How do they see it? And their own pieces of advice are given. It was an exchange, and yesterday we have to attend about 2 to 3 services to speak to our people and to have interaction with them.
I don't know, but let me just ask you for the sake of clarity. Isn't it true in the fact that the citizens weren't happy about your involvement in the whole speaker thing, and in some instances you were booed?
How possible could that be? It's laughable. How many lawmakers go back to their people to tell them about decision they're taking? In fact, we are more excited not only about the news, but to have to even see themselves forming part of the decision-making process. To go to them for consultation is something they're more than happy for. Least to talk about
no, but the timing of the consultation, James, you're way into the removal process. Is that when you go to consult?
This is not the only consultation we have had. It's just that it is this time we went towards the Lyric by the community.
I mean, on the subject of the speaker's removal, this is when you went to consult.
They're on the true. We normally visit a district, for example. Today you are around the Union 1 belt.
Okay.
You talk to Union 1. Maybe next weekend you are around the CNSU belt. You talk to people at CNSU. Maybe next weekend so the interior for us that have portion of the district in the city, in the urban area, and it's quite challenging for us. So it's impossible. It's challenging. Let me say that way. It's challenging to assemble everyone together at the kind of rainy season. We're just grateful the sun is coming also. The roads are deployable. So, and even transportation fees is a challenge to assemble them together. So as we move into them, to have engagement with them, we have some of these discussions. Three Saturdays back, I was on Radio Banga for in on the same discussion where callers call in and made their input 3 weeks back. So it's about where you find yourself at the time and what you can do. But categorically, let me condemn and denounce the perception that people boo at me for my involvement. No, it's a blatant lie. I don't know where it comes from. But your colleague journalists were there. Radio Banga Health reporter, Premium FM, Super Bunky's Health reporter there. So you can call somebody. I don't want to give you.
So you never got any disagreeing perspective on your stance as the lawmaker of the people? You mean all of them are in support of your action to join rank for Speaker Kufuor's removal?
I don't want to say all of my people. Don't get it wrong.
Okay.
This is democracy. In the town hall meeting, it is participatory. We use the secretive method. People ask. I remember a young fellow in particular asked me, say, Orokole, if all these things you knew about Speaker Kufuor, why did you elect him to be the speaker they want to remove him at this time? And my answer to him was, I was never one of those that voted for Speaker Kufuor. The records are there.
Okay.
It was on the basis of some of those things I knew earlier that prevented me from voting for it, because I knew that we will get here. I knew the kind of character Speaker Kufuor possessed at the time. It's those some of these things are the issue of ECOWAS in sending unilateral spending dedicated they were not. But the issue of the budget, the outturn, it was something that I knew. I saw it in the 2023 budget, the outturn of 2022. It was quite alarming. So, and the issue of his poor leadership style, not having consultation, not having regular briefings with his colleagues, the issue of marginalizing his colleagues to have 1 or 2 persons believing. Let me say this to you, Abu.
Are you on any committee in the House?
I'm a member of a few committees.
How you got?
But that's not the point.
How you got on those committees?
How does one get a committee?
No, I'm asking you because you said the speaker does not consult; he takes unilateral decisions. So how did you make it on any of the committee in the House?
The consultation I think about is taking mandate into his hand that is not authorized by him. A mandate that should be given by plenary. For instance,
for example,
the creation of new committee on science and technology is not speaker decision to create committee.
Okay.
It's not speaker decision to create new department. Creation of new department is the prerogative of the plenary. You're creating a department of nursing. Why you have nursing department at Capital? No justo, no clinics, no pharmacy, no hospital there. You just put bunch of you just put people on payroll to create excess burden on government. Why do you have fleet management department? All lawmakers managing their own car. There is no utility vehicles. So who cars the fleet management department?
Maybe for proper accountability and showing that these things are managed systematically.
Abu, I challenge the speaker in the leadership.
Are you fighting system? The speaker is trying to introduce system. Are you fighting that?
In fact, I'm supporting system, but not a corrupt and not a corrupt system. To bring a system to accommodate your follower is not a system I'm supporting. I'm supporting a system that will be work. For example, I told you what you get nursing department. What is the 2 hour for the nursing department? You get a 60+ employees. What is it? What is the term of reference for them? You get people on double salary. Take for instance the current HR. We don't want to be saying this thing, but you compare or you come out with it. The current HR was then. The current human resource director. He was then the current HR was then the assistant HR. When his boss was suspended for time indefinite and still serving suspension, he was brought as acting HR. Why serving as acting HR? But then CSA has placed moratorium on employment. In fact, not CSA, moratorium was placed on employment by President We are, I think, back in December. So the current acting HR still benefited from his assistant HR salary. At the same time, he's on what we call supplementary payroll. He takes home for the supplementary payroll is 1,400. If I tell you people who are double dipping in the legislature that on supplementary payroll at the same time on CSA payroll, it was shocking.
And you think they are double dipping by the speaker's approval?
Then yes, why I say so? We are raised this concern. There's a confidential chat between the speaker and I. For confidentiality, I would not want to read it. And the speaker admitted to me, say, Onokole, you are right. But this our system we never introduce, we mess with this system. But you are also expected to reduce this system. Like it is true, Onokole. My apology, when I return to country, we will see how best we can fix it. Every time you address the speaker, you always say, look at the issue. Since we came as lawmaker, I have taken my ID card. Onokole refused to issue me ID card and my entire office staff. Almost 5-6 months ago, I have brought the speaker. All speaker will tell me, hey, Onokole, I'm sorry. Take for instance, you get, I think, one Bridges. Bridges is currently on the supplementary payroll, double dipper. Position of director. He earned 1,400 take home, and his actual is $2,000 Afriland Bank over account number 1022 4660.
Okay.
No, sorry, 1022 46 01011.
Okay, so I have my brother Hagar Gonda here, and he too would love to ask some questions.
Okay, we're not making our story. I come in now 1 minute. Come back again. You get Sekou M. Shady Jr. He's a governor. Amount is $300 USD. Afriland Bank 1023 9871 042 is a bank number. In the they put this on a journalist. GD Bank, he does not have a GD Bank account. You have Brian as a.
So when were these people hired by the legislature? When were they hired by the legislature? Was it when Speaker Kofa took over?
It was under Speaker Kofa. It was under Speaker Kofa. It was under Speaker Kofa speakership. When the moratorium was placed on employment, they brought all these people. They put them on how you call it on supplementary. As a G Red media advisor, amount is $1,000. His account number at GD Bank is 201 103-633-1590. Confirm these things I'm saying to you. I'm not saying it because I want to say Jala Greffrey. Jala Greffrey is media. His account number is here as well. So we get media attaché is Wisdom Baden. Wisdom Baden is at the legislature. 490 USD. His account number is here as well. High paid directors on supplementary. The high paid directors on supplementary are Hillary Bufa, amount 2,000. Take home is 170, and his account number at GT Bank. While we're director, the Hillary Bufa used to be the chief of officer to the speaker when you're deputy speaker. Why will you pay the man 1,700 US at take home supplementary and get all the director 350, 400? What sense? And it was the same speaker his government brought in what we call the harmonization.
Yeah, but you resisted harmonization, so you can't be talking about harmonization.
Pardon me?
You people disagree with harmonization.
No. I became victim of harmonization when I was the Minister of Finance. How do I resist it? Get it right, Abu. When harmonization came to the legislature, I was not then lawmaker. Don't blame me for things I don't know about. When harmonization came, I was an employee of the Ministry of Finance.
Okay, so let Hagar ask you a question. For me, I think I want us to go into
before the question.
Yeah.
Before the state directors on supplementary payroll at the same time on GOL payroll. Hillary Bufa, 1,700 USD take home, 2,000 USD with GT Bank account of 0203-302-800-1590. You also have Anderson Sobochi, 2,000, 1,700 take home with a GT Bank account of 201-1006-61-1590. You also have Bridges as a Chambeyo Jr.
Are these people not performing functions at the legislature?
Abu, don't get the conversation twisted. Don't get me.
No. But you're talking about people who you're reading people's salaries who are working duly, and this is their legitimate pay. Which one do you have problem with?
Government payroll, don't you know it's criminal? The thing I'm saying don't make sense to you. The people have government payroll, I'm saying they tell me different thing. I told you the HR is on supplementary payroll on the government.
Okay.
Even CSA payroll. Listen to the sense I'm making, not the perception of what I'm going to say.
No, it's not about perception, Honorable Kola. We're trying to get to something now, because if we try to question the legitimate employment,
you said getting me outside. Okay. You said getting me outside of the logic I'm trying to portray, and I know the intent. The intent is to
don't talk about intent now. Then
you will say you invite me to a show, you must protect me. If you can't protect no essence, I'm not coming to a show.
All right, go ahead.
I'm saying to you, one, these people are on double payroll. I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about performance services. Why would the HR be on CSA payroll at the same time on supplementary payroll? Okay. Don't you know it's corruption?
Okay.
Why would a director be paid 1,700 USD and college director are paid 350 to 400 USD? Is it not marginalization? What extra performance that director is making that other directors are not making? Because that director, like for instance, Hillary Kufa was the immediate chief. I was the one who was chief of officer to the speaker when he was deputy speaker. So now the find space for him in a department, a newly created department. That's the first thing I expect to have interest in. Okay, which department is Kufa heading?
Okay,
Kufa is currently a newly created department that was unilaterally done by the speaker.
Okay,
Kufa is not COS there.
Honorable
and giving huge amount of salary. Doesn't that make sense for you?
Honorable Kola, this is Hagar, and thank you for joining us this morning. I listened to you and even the resolution that you guys read to ensure that the speaker is removed. In that resolution, and even some of what you said this morning, all of them have raised eyebrows on alleged corruption at the legislature, especially at the House of Representatives. Now, the speaker that you want to remove has been one person talking about ensuring that the House is audited. Don't you think all of the audit will bring out all of these things, and that could lead to corruption, and the LACC can take charge of the matter?
Let me say to you, the speaker assertion about auditing the House is a lip service. Let me repeat, the speaker assertion about auditing the House is a lip service. The speaker knows it doesn't come from his heart. Let me say that to you. And Buddha, there's a institution out there called Fact Check. Fact Check has yet confirmed to us that our allegation of the Speaker 4 million has outturned in 2023. It is true.
But the Speaker did not argue. The Speaker did not argue that that is not there. The Speaker only issue is that his budget line was used.
Abu. Abu.
Yeah.
Please, I will respond to Hega concern, comrade.
Go ahead, comrade. You go ahead.
I will come back. You my man. Hega, so like I was saying to you, the Speaker assertion about auditing the House is a lip service. Okay. It's not done to his heart. How can a man who claimed that his budget line was used to confer additional 7+ million instead of 2+ million, how can that man come and say he won't audit the House? Don't you think he'll be shooting himself in the legs? And I'm also saying to you, what stopped the Speaker audit from being conducted in your deputy Speaker for 3 years? What stopped the audit from being conducted or sanctioned when you were Speaker for more than 10 months or 9 months? Only at the time they say we'll pass the vote, no comment, we don't enjoy a working relationship. At the time you want audit now? What stopped you all the period? Besides, the Senate has sanctioned their audit more than 4 months, 5 months back. What stopped the Speaker from doing his? And again, I'm saying to you, I've been reliably informed by the chair on public account and audit that when GSA came to conduct audit, the Speaker asked that GSA should leave. Yeah, asked the chair on public account, Clarence Gar, for the documentation to that effect.
Yeah, the Speaker have said that is a propaganda, man.
My man, Abu, you have a side.
My man, you know audit that procedure. Jim, you have a financial background.
I can't convince the Liberian people. I don't can say your platform with a fake. What you call propaganda?
No, but not everything you say that we accept too now. Not everything you say we got to
Abu that you hello,
yeah.
Abu. It's not the Abu that sat in mass communication classes. The ABC accurate balance incredible. They taught us now what you display here. What you call propaganda? Ask the man for evidence. If the man failed to provide evidence and say it's a propaganda, but you said it presume for yourself.
I'm telling you what the Speaker team have termed us as a propaganda because in absence of a fact to substantiate, the Speaker said it's a procedure. The people have brought all of their people. They brought their questions for you to answer. You responded, and they're supposed to be coming back for a go ahead to be given. And you say the Speaker drove them out of the place.
Comrade, I'm saying to you, it is not propaganda, and it's not the Speaker thing you should be asking. I'm referencing a particular person, Clarence A. Gar. Clarence G. Gar, sorry. I asked Clarence Gar about the allegation I'm making, they say it's propaganda. Then I get afraid of you.
But Clarence Gar is the presiding seeking to remove the Speaker.
So if you are presiding seeking to remove the Speaker, doesn't mean that he and Speaker not their business? Doesn't mean that it takes away his position as chair on public account, who should be responsible for conducting and ensuring that audit is conducted.
Okay, he got saying infinite way here.
Hega here again.
Our rules.
This is Hega again. You are raising issue of corruption that you tie in the Speaker of the House to. But there
are 1 minute to a point, Hega. To a point, Hega. You see, I'm raising issues of corruption at the House. When the Speaker appeared on the Spoon Network, they did not raise issue of corruption that entangled himself. When the Speaker said to the Liberian people, they have room 1026 at Boulevard Palace, where the ministers were sent to increase our budget for kickback. When you were Deputy Speaker, he did not utter a word on it until his removal. Is my good friend and brother, former classmate, Abu, not interested? Knowing why the Speaker kept silent all those times?
No, that's what I'm interested. That's why I want to see the others through now. That's why I want to see the others through because the mayor was Deputy Speaker and all of these things happen. The mayor is saying we have to change the system. And because we want to change the system, some of our friends are disagreeing with us because they want business as usual.
Abu, when you are Deputy Speaker, he begins to about now the term. Why couldn't he change the system? At the time, we say we don't want that time. We want to change the system.
There is why you are also pointing accusing fingers at the Speaker. There are also accusing fingers that are being pointed at you for receiving "quote unquote" 15,000, of which one of your colleagues said you were taking 200 each from each lawmaker's share of the 15K. How do you respond to that?
Thank you, Hega. You know, it's a laughable joke of this year I've seen in my life, or I've heard. How can I take 15,000 remove Speaker Kofa gave me 45,000 USD of vote for, I refuse it. 45,000, 15, which one is a higher bid? How can I take 15,000 remove Speaker Kofa when Speaker Kofa was giving 50 bags of rice? Christmas party, 10,000 USD. Launching people at Farmington Hotel. I refuse those things. How can I come today? How can I come today to take 15,000 for a removal? And I come to maybe allegation.
Maybe that 45,000 is not available again.
How possible?
Honorable, are you there?
When I wanted it, I was taking, and remember at that time, I was now on payroll, not having a job. I think it was the time I was desperate for money. But right now, at least my pay is coming regularly. My benefits are coming. How do I reduce myself to 15,000? So I just want to say that is a mere propaganda, because they have felt that some of you watch a section of one person who have been critical on Fanati leadership because of his inability to deliver those commitment promises that we expect of him, and he also made promise for. So
Jim is my friend, bro.
They claim that as a ringleader or as somebody who is very critical, the only way to get rid of me is to lie on me. 15,000. How do I get 15,000 and say 200 from inside? Inside gave 15,000. How do I take 200 from inside? So Luther Collins want to reduce me 200. And let me say this to you, Hagar. Luther Collins said he took the money to where place in Ministry of Justice on a Friday. On Monday,
to LACC.
So come in as a lawyer or as a criminal investigator. He lied. You can't take money to LACC to Ministry of Justice. Ministry of Justice allow you to go with the fruit of the crime. So it means that the money in my legal mind, the money that to LACC to Ministry of Justice, he left it there, but Justice Ministry would not allow you returning the fruit of the crime. You go and he took another money again. He took it to LACC. Where did he take additional money from to take the LACC? He conflict himself. 1, 2.
No, Jim, before you go to 2, Jim,
let me learn, brother. You come in. Let me learn, please. Don't ask me. Let me learn. In a video that Luther Collins displayed, it were all 2020 bills that were in his hand. In the video where all 20, the videos are available. I can send the video. There were all 2020 bills that were available. Unfortunately for us, when he went to LACC, the money that he displayed to LACC contained two bills, 20 and 10. Where did the 10 come from? To now come into the fruit of the crime, which was first displayed at 2020. Where did that 10 come from? The fruit of the crime is Temple Wolf. I just want to say to you, in my legal mind, this was a setup. Remember that Luther Collins' wife just served as Minister of Public Works. They are not hungry people to get food.
Okay, in as much as you said these things, but let's look at some of the other supporting details now. It is understandable that you will counter what Luther Collins have said, but he displayed evidence, the records, he showed it clear his own video that you have.
So the evidence, Abu, the evidence of having 2 bills. First 2020, later it changed to 2010. That was not evidence, right?
The one in the car was not, a display note by note, right?
I'm asking you a straightforward question. Does that not raise concern? But this means saying that he submitted to Ministry of Justice on a Friday. Monday again, he will submit another fruit of the crime to LACC. So as he claimed 14,800. So he said,
but you are making assumption, and you are making assumption that he went Friday to the play. You want to assume that the Ministry of Justice who have taken custody of the money, right? It is also possible that the Ministry of Justice did not do, and the man took the money the next day to the LACC. That is also possible. That assumption.
And I'm saying to you, Abu, it is not possible. It is not possible in our jurisdiction that the Ministry of Justice will receive money for alleged corruption, which is a fruit of the crime.
So
they allow the whistleblower to carry back.
But not lead out aspect. Let me lead out.
We're not leaving.
No, but that aspect, because aspect take it away from the substance. The substance is How are you being lodged at the LRJ? No. If you did not receive money from anywhere, how is your team being lodged at the LRJ hotel for all this period?
I will respond to that, but you can't leave this because it's about interpreted. Don't think that it is a situation that is negative to your side of your defense. So you want to shout for him in a court of law? You don't do that.
No, my man, you have already spoken about it.
So on our recordings,
I told you, but when you call me to the show, I say, I'm coming to the show, knowing that you have the side. I told you that.
I don't get side. So I don't have side. I do not have side. My side is the Agwenti side. No, I do not have side. My man, you can't come bring me.
On our recorder, since you still want to respond to the issue about this, the Justice Ministry not receiving or not taking custody of the evidence. Who fault you think it is to protect, or whose responsibility it is to protect evidence in this case? If I present a cash to the Justice Ministry, am I going to be, or am I supposed to demand the Justice Ministry to take possession of the evidence, or the Justice Ministry itself should be doing due diligence to ensure that they can take custody of the witness?
Two things: the whistleblower must protect their evidence. Whistleblower must. Sorry, I'm losing through alone because of telephone calls. Yeah. So I keep answering. Yeah. Whistleblowers should protect their evidence. One, Justice Ministry should protect the evidence. And I'm saying to you, in our system, it is not possible. And you can challenge me. Reach out to the Justice Ministry. Something must have happened. Okay. Either or Mutua lied that he took this money to Justice Ministry. Either he lied. But to say that Justice Ministry received the evidence and return it, it's not possible. Reach out to Justice Ministry. It's not possible. One, two. The next thing I'm saying, which is basically display an evidence of 2020 bills. How would that 2020 bill change from 2018? That is a very big question need to be answered.
Okay.
In the investigation. Okay. So I hear you say, how are we being maintained at RLG? Mm-hmm. But you are not concerned how Fonati maintained his team at Boulevard Farmington, the more expensive hotel.
That was before he became a speaker.
Fonati took 50 bags of rice to give to a voter each.
No, that was before he became speaker.
No, we are asking you, Mr. Honorable Kola, we are asking you now as our representative, why have you abandoned your respective homes and you're lodging at the LRJ hotel? We are concerned, where are you getting the money from? Is it coming from the taxpayers?
I think the word abandon is strong and it's negative. I have never abandoned my home.
No, for the past days, you've left your homes. You're at a local hotel.
Let me answer you now. I will not answer the way you want to answer. You thought let me tell my own. I will answer the way I understand.
Yeah, but you can't turn my question around too now.
I'm saying to you, the word abandon, I have not abandoned my home and I have no intent of abandoning my home. Mm-hmm. You ask my neighbors, almost all the time I'm home.
Okay.
As I enter Monrovia this morning, first thing is to enter my house, from my house before I move to RLG. Remember that each of us as lawmakers, we earn not less than 5,000 on a monthly basis. Mm-hmm. How much is the room at RLG? Go and do your research. Come to RLG and ask them how many give me a room for.
No, but you are already there. So how much are you paying for the room?
We are paying $75 per night. So let's assume, as a lawmaker, who privileged to earn 5,000 per month? If I repay 75 times, as soon as I spend 5 days here, 375. I can afford 375. Abu, are you telling me I can afford 375?
No, I'm just asking for the public sake to understand. I'm only asking for the
policy. I'm explaining now. 375. I can afford 375. I can afford it. I write my bills from LRJ. No. I'm sorry, I'm from RLG. Sorry, I call it LRG. From RLG. No one needs to write my bill. I can afford my own bill. There are places I have slept even without being a lawmaker. Even without being a lawmaker, I have slept places that are more expensive than RLJ. So by me sleeping in RLJ, it should not be an issue that how the man renting his building. Oh, come on, brother.
So as lawmaker going to normal session before your decision to impeach the speaker, you've been to your house.
No.
Akami Chief. Before your decision to take the action you want to take now, you've been sleeping at your various homes and doing everything at your homes before even going for section. Why now, in this case, that you guys have to sleep at the hotel to take a decision like you are doing? What's the motive behind your sleeping at the hotel?
What was the motive that our leader, our teacher, our chief doctriner, the Right Honorable Council J. Francisco taught us it? He's a teacher.
No. Answer your own question. We'll reach to Funati. We'll ask him why he did his. But answer your why.
I'm telling you because I will answer the question. I got a premise. The premise is this is not the first of a kind. Even during the time of Speaker Tyler removal, Nukwe and his men were being camped at what the place in the lodge around Town. How do you call it?
Where the colony?
They got two places around there. They got a colony guest house. They got Cinco Palace.
Where about the Calabash?
How do you call this place?
Alagoon. Yeah.
Alagoon. So they were there. So the essence of us coming together here is to ensure that spirit of togetherness, that spirit of unity. They say you have the right to assemble, to associate and disassociate. So who would tell us, for example, listen, you my friend. You my friend. I went to school.
You're not there to rebel against the speaker.
Pardon me?
You're not there to rebel against the speaker, so you gotta keep holding together.
Oh man, come on. For example, I'm always at Richard Kuhn's house. I go to Richard Kuhn's house. He come to my house and he work. I go to Foley Family house. I go to Clarence Guy house. I go to all lawmakers. I visit at my work and visit at their work. So during those visitations, where we moving to remove the speaker, talk to the legislative reporter. They will tell you Colette, Richard Kuhn, or Colette and Foley Family.
Visiting is different from camping. What you are doing now is almost like camping. You know, when students going for whiles, they camp at a particular location to apparently get answer overnight or maybe study overnight. So maybe that is the easier way.
So I take the second one. So apparently apparently study together overnight.
Okay.
To build that spirit of unity, that togetherness, that cohesiveness, to ensure that nobody among them will shake the contrary way, to ensure that they follow the rules of WAS. WAS there, no foreign material, to ensure that nobody bring foreign material in the hall to spoil our school name.
So what could be the foreign material in your endeavor?
The principal of our school administrators ensure that all of them, none of them are foreign materials.
What could be the
is to ensure that? Pardon?
What could be the foreign material now in your endeavor?
One could be, we discuss the issue of WAS now. Any broad student scenario.
No, but translating it to where you are now, what could be the foreign material? Another inducement?
Inducement is not in our dictionary.
Okay.
Inducement is not part of us. If I wanted to be induced, I would have taken 45,000 UF from Speaker Kofa and vote for him.
Okay, Honorable Kola. All right, Honorable Kola.
The reason of all coming together is to ensure that togetherness,
okay,
to build that spirit of oneness, to ensure that we assemble at the legislature at the same time. If you watch the section, how do we go at the legislature? We normally go in convoy.
Good.
To show to the Liberian people, this thing is formatted in a PDF form. The speaker have been fighting to get men from our group. He can't get it.
Just as he's fighting to get men from his group.
PDF, we are formatted in a PDF form.
Okay, so Honorable Kola, fair enough. We understand in legislative politics, a lot of the decisions, plenary is the final decision making in most instances. So granted that all of your okay, I said granted that that all of your claim against the speaker is anything to go by, right? What is stopping you from ensuring that you come to plenary to follow the due process?
Plenary?
The plenary.
Which plenary?
Don't you know the plenary?
So where we sitting is on plenary?
Where you're sitting?
The joint chamber is on plenary?
But can Can you ensure the removal? Your quest to remove him. Can you ensure it? You have not gotten the constitutional number to do so. If you have it, why can't you go under? I mean, in the house chamber to do that, and you have to be doing it somewhere else when you do not have the requisite 49 vote required.
Okay, please protect me. Explain in a very simple way to the audience. Let them understand the aspect. Please, I wish I would be I will not be interrupted.
Quickly, please do.
Okay, good. The law says the Senate in the House of Representatives shall sit in the same capital.
Mm-hmm.
The law did not say the House of Representatives shall sit under the Speaker gavel. Nowhere. I challenge you. I challenge the Kufa and his entire team to prove me wrong. The law says we must sit at the same capital. So we can decide, even take our session to the place here, to Satana Bavarian, to Buchanan Street AG, even to your student voice as a voice of library.
Freedom FM.
Freedom FM, good. Where Freedom FM is located?
And you're denying our reporters, but anyway, no problem. Let
my man, where Freedom FM is located, man?
TV screen, my man.
We can decide ourselves. Freedom FM studio in half our section, it will be recognized. The law says the Senate in the House shall sit at the same capital. Freedom FM is part of Monrovia, per a location. The Senate chamber is part of Monrovia. The first thing I want to say,
the law requires due process too.
Mama, I said, don't interrupt me. Explain to the people again.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but you get talking that thing, just say you get voting ready, sir. You will not have the mayor. So allow or explain to our people, brother.
My man, go ahead. You get it done.
So the next thing is this: if we assemble, we need one thing to legitimize us. That is quorum 37. The thing we need to legitimize us is 37 members assembled. But the first thing, in the absence of 37 members, we don't have a quorum. We are not legit, and we cannot be legitimized to do any business on behalf of the Liberian people. Like the case of the speaker right now. 3, our rule will take place. After the sergeant at arms shall cry, calling the section to order. The presiding, that word the presiding, it did not say the speaker. And who is the presiding? The presiding is the most senior official available. The presiding could be the speaker.
Come in, let me interject. Let me interject. Is the rule not clear on the speaker or the deputy speaker as the presiding?
I said to you, categorically, the rule is not clear. The rule says the presiding rule take. According to the rule to you, rule 13 of the House's rule says the presiding. Comrade, let's look into what I'm saying. You can prove me wrong by referencing the rule that you have in your possession.
And who is the presiding of the Honorable House of Representatives?
The presiding is the most senior official that will be available at the time.
And who is the speaker? No, come in now. Let's have a short conversation. Who is the speaker?
Pardon me?
Who is the speaker in the Honorable House of Representatives?
The speaker is the administrative arm of the House of Representatives. He's the head. He's the official person. That's why he's the head of the House of Representatives.
Is he not?
But I don't want to read
respect to that. Is he not the most senior man among his colleagues?
We're not disproving it. I just said to you.
So you agree now that he is the presiding, right? Because your definition of presiding says.
And I agree to that.
No, but you have to agree because
to the clause. You can't force me to agree. I'm not forcing to agree. Why you force me to agree? You have to agree. No, it's wrong.
No, the thing
is,
you said the presiding is the most senior man.
I agree.
And I asked you who is the speaker. You said the speaker is the head. The speaker is that. Then I asked you who is about the virtue of the fact that the speaker is the head. Is he not the most senior? And you said yes, you agree. So if you agree that he's the most senior on this side, why are you not agreeing on the other side when it comes to the presiding?
The reason I agree is the rule says that in Rule 12, let me read it for you for the audience. The quorum shall consist of a simple majority of members of the Honorable House of Representatives. Quorum shall be necessary for the transaction of business. However, a minority may meet from day to day meeting at which a quorum is not present, only a motion to compel the attendance of absent members to adjourn may be made. You know what I'm saying that? So quorum is the most important thing. Then rule 13, immediately after rule 12, 13 comes in. Commencements of business. Upon a quorum being present and a presiding officer having taken the chair, the sergeant arm shall cry for the commencement of the day's section, following which chaplain shall offer prayers.
Okay.
So now you protect me to convince my audience.
So you are quoting
This
the
is
rules.
how it
You are
works.
quoting the rules. The rules are subject to the Constitution. The Constitution says that the Speaker shall be the presiding officer of the House of Representatives.
Which article? Which article? Which article?
38.
Article 38 says that. Article 38 show you?
Oh, well, what does it? What does the Constitution say about the Speaker?
Inform the librarian people. Remember that I'm a law school graduate awaiting the bar exam.
Of course.
Let me read Article 38. 38 says each house shall adopt its own rules of procedure in first order and with the concurrence of 2/3 of the entire membership may expel a member for cause. Each house shall establish its own committee and subcommittee, provided, however, that the committees on revenue and appropriations shall consist of one member from each county. All rules adopted by the legislature shall conform to the requirements of due process of law laid down in the Constitution. Please find a different constitutional clause for that thing talk. In 38.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. It's not. It's not 38. No. I come in now. But the cause of the conversation here is right. The Constitution regards no. I come in now. Not that ready. The thrust of the Constitution, my friend.
Say to me, Colette, I'm sorry for misleading you.
Colette, listen now, right? If I got the constitutional article number, if I got the number wrong, that does not mean that, of course, the Constitution did not say that. Let's see.
What I'm saying, I'm supporting by clauses, right? By article. So convince me with the article. You don't just make comments. I'll research. I just read.
Okay, go to Article 49. Go to Article 49. The House of Representatives shall elect once every 6 years a speaker who shall be the presiding officer of the body. Right. So now because I say I got the number wrong, and then you want to make it as though you're winning anything. You're not winning anything. The laws are clear. You're violating the Constitution. Article 49 is here, my friend. Right. Article 49 is clear. The speaker who shall be what? The presiding officer of the body. Which body is it? It is the House of Representatives, and you are conflicting that. Yeah.
Abu, you finish? I'm getting the floor, or I'm coming now.
Go ahead.
Okay, good. This is a phrase you are reading. Whenever in constitutional issues reading a sentence, you must complete it in it today. Not to just take one line from there. It must, in constitutional class, I was taught that interpretation must be completed in totality.
Okay, I agree with you. So let's complete. Let's complete and see if there's any contradiction. I begins. The House of Representatives shall elect once every 6 years a speaker who shall be the presiding officer of that body, a deputy speaker, and such other officers as shall ensure
the function of the House. Other officers.
And what does that mean?
Get it clear. Other officers.
How does that negate the fact that the speaker is the presiding?
No. The lawyer did not explain the presiding. The speaker is one of the presidings. That's what the law is saying here. This law is telling you, listen now.
When you come to maneuver, we'll find time. When you come to maneuver, we'll find time. We'll sit down and talk more because so yeah. So the last point I wanted to ask, Article 40.
But do you agree that this law is saying that the speaker is one of Daddies?
No, the law didn't say that. No. That is your interpretation. That is the Samuel Koga block interpretation.
So what is Kofasla freedom interpretation or
let me read Article 40. Let me read Article 40. Neither house shall adjourn for more than 5 days without the consent of the other, and both houses shall always sit in the same city. And the cause of what I want to ask is the fact that the Constitution have said that neither house, the Senate or the Honorable House of Representatives, shall adjourn for more than 5 days without the consent of the others. Are you concerned that this your action that continue to drag is going to push us into constitutional crisis? And where would that leave all of you?
Abu, there's no constitutional crisis. I don't know if you understand your reading. When they say no house shall adjourn for more than 5 days without the consent of the other, and both houses shall always sit in the same. We got this. No, it's saying to you for us to close down, and we're not closed. We're working.
Okay.
And because of we're working, it's saying that nobody should. We're not closed. We're going to section. So how can you say we close?
And because
let me. We're not that Kofa joining. That Kofa my ask now. Oh, we have section. We're not joining. That Kofa joining. This question should be posed to Kofa, not us. We are having business because we meet the constitutional requirement of simple majority. That's one. I also want you to understand this. We will have section tomorrow and Thursday because of Article 41. It just brought it to my attention. It slipped off my mind. Article 41 has asked us as a constitutional responsibility imposed on us not to adjourn.
So tell me, thank you for bringing it to your mind.
Okay, I will thank you for bringing my mind.
Let's have as a legal advisor.
You can't you're wrong, but I can be the fact. Yeah, I will thank you for bringing my mind, comrade.
You pay for legal
Article 40, because of Article 40, we will have section tomorrow and Tuesday. The justice in chamber scheduled the conference for Monday, which is November 4th. You check the number of days, that 9 days. And the law saying not more than 5 days. So if we're to stay out of work for 9 days, then your exception of a constitutional crisis comes in. But because we want to avoid constitutional crisis, this is why we are going to work tomorrow to inform the justice that this rate of prohibition served is not in compliance, is not in line with the Constitution, Article 40. The law says any law to the contrary to the Constitution is withstanding in our law. So the judges served a precept through the marshal for us to appear on the 4th of November for conference. That conference contradicts Article 40. If you check the day the precept was served, so the scheduled conference is 9 days. We cannot set 9 days supinely and run into constitutional crisis. So because of Article 40, we're saying that we will have section, and I want to invite my good friend and brother Abu M. Sharif to witness the section tomorrow.
Representative Cole, maybe apparently you're getting something wrong with regards to the Article 40 of the Constitution. And I want us to see whether we can read it again so that neither house shall adjourn for more than 5 days without the consent of the other, and both houses shall always sit in the same. It said just the normal days or working days they're talking about, the session days they're talking about.
Hagar. In constitutional interpretation, it is the plain meaning of the text we're looking at. If the framer of this law want to say 5 working days, we'll say 5 working days. Did you see any working days? Don't preempt for the framer.
But Representative Cole, you cannot assume the authority to interpret the letter, spirit, and intent of the law. That's why we have the Supreme Court, and that's why you're being taken there so that you can all go and listen to
who is a Supreme Court and our lawyers?
Of course.
So my interpretation is not official, like what you can say, but as a lawyer or a lawyer in training, I can interpret the law. It's just that my interpretation may not be considered official as the Supreme Court. That's all. But those are on the bench are all lawyers. Know that today.
Okay.
They are not different people. That the same lawyers who are appointed, and subsequently they are appointed as justices. So there's nothing different.
All right,
the same judges, the same justices on the bench are the one who taught me the same constitutional law.
Okay, Honorable Cole, thank you. For us, we have no side in this conversation. We just want to ensure that the labyrinthal work are done, and that's why we're getting to all sides of the coins to understand exactly why you're holding the grounds you're holding. Thank you very much for picking our cause.
And let me say, Abu Hagar, thank you so much. and thank you to your management for affording me the opportunity.
Even though the public is requesting that you should pay for airtime for us providing the opportunity to clear your side.
I mean, the small money I get, I want to pay my bills at RLG.
But by yourself doing it, nobody tell you to go
So
to
I
RLG.
think this is a gratitude from my friend. This is a gratitude from my friend. I mean, I would know where you come from. I mean, let's pretend it's friendship.
My man,
You know the picture of democracy, right?
Y'all go to your homes. I never protest coming. Y'all go home. They think
go where?
Y'all go to your houses. Why y'all sleeping in the hotel for? To remove
so you want to get a protest in my house, Abu?
No, maybe your wives will be the next people protesting now.
Yeah, Abu knows everything about me. Abu know my house, he know my family. So let me go to the house with the protest. Abu know everything about me.
Man, thank you very much, James.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful. You know, that's the beauty of democracy. But let me conclude by saying that for democratic reasoning, other speakers who left, they never left because they were weak. They left because of the respect for the rule of law. Other speakers who left never left because they didn't have number to fight for themselves. They left because they respected that same police who put it and said they don't want it again. So I come asking Speaker Kufuor, why will you dig a well and be proud of the well you dug when you don't have water into that well?
You asking the man to resign. The man
I can use that as a subject.
You will carry your number. You will carry your number. What you get, you will remove that man. The man not resigning.
And let me
also carry that number. You will remove.
Abu, let me also say in a very saddening tone this morning to Speaker Kufuor and his entire office staff that I'm saddened by the death of his chief of office staff.
Yes.
This morning we have the politics, but politics is not all. We must unite.
Okay.
Death is something that is upon every mankind. So even my quest to have Speaker Kufuor remove as speaker does not extend even when he's bereaved.
That's what we are all Liberians. We must be there
So
for each
let
other.
me say in this tone to Speaker Kufuor, please accept my sincere condolences on behalf of my family. We regret the loss and the discouraging thing I got on watch.
Okay, Honorable Kola, we are out of time. I'm sorry. I will. Once we get to Monrovia, we'll speak more about these things and other issues. Okay.
So I say thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very kindly.
Yeah.
So these conversations, they're like maritime conversations, and when you begin to have them, you have to go. But I thought it was necessary that we have somebody from that side, and to understand exactly, in as much as we do not agree with everything he said, but at least the public have a taste of exactly why they are gathering. We've said that
this is a code of public opinion.
Exactly, that understanding from everywhere, it appears clearly that these people are really not treating the country fair. And you see how he's dangling between the laws, the constitution, and he's emphasizing on the rules. I don't know whether the interpretation of those rules, as was done by the honorable representative, is something to go by. But we're keen on what the constitution says, because that's the mandate of the people. The rules are made by they themselves up there. So we have our colleagues who would like to weigh in. I'm quite sure. I think we'll begin the call in with Austin Kawa. Mr. Kawa, good morning. Welcome.
Thank you, Abu. And I'm learning now listening to our good friend Colette.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here asking myself a number of questions. I think to some extent the hygiene of our politics is extremely low. And people like Colette, they are the reasons why the hygiene of our politics is low. And I like the way you place the questions to him. And he, to the disrespect of the public, the audience, Colette did not answer any of the questions you asked him. He was more argumentative and just shouting all over the place and not taking his time to respond or explain or clarify some of the questions you asked him. Mr. Bwaka government can just submit an official document to Clarence Garden Group. Let the group agree, they deliberate, argue it, and they make a decision on it. And send it back to Joe Bwaka. And let's see whose signature is going to carry that document for Bwaka to act on it. and then we'll go to court or go to the law and see what the law say about signing documents that are supposed to come from the legislature and see who has a legitimate authority in the house.
And maybe Clarence guy will go sign in.
Thank you. Maybe that Clarence guy will sign it and send it to the Senate. Then the Senate will see Clarence guy's signature, or the person they call him chief clerk or acting chief clerk, and then the secretary of the Senate will go sign over an acting chief clerk, or the president will go sign over an acting chief clerk signature on a document from the house. These guys are disgracing the country. They are disgracing themselves. This thing is just very simple. Charity, come to the and people spend their money and bill. See.
Austin, are you there?
It's Chimo where you're so county.
The network seems to be.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, just conclude finally. Okay, I'm not sure the network is not strong. So, but let me see. Let's squeeze two or three calls here. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. How you doing?
Fine. Go ahead.
I was just wondering. I love the way you question Brother Colette. But you know, Colette just put the Senate and the lower house to be safety in a safety capital. So if you consider that, so why they can't sit tell them they are going to go in the building?
And they say then they begin the man to resign. Y'all get a number, y'all come to the place and remove the man. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning, go ahead.
Thank you. This is lost time. And I'm from District 8 in Monterrey. Look, yes, by you myself don't have voting rights. But this thing has come to my mind. I think before the election of the speaker, there were 30 men that were against it, right? That time. How can in less than 10 more time, Abu, those 30 men have gone to 43? That tells you that the leadership of the speaker is some guarantee.
No. But all the allegations about inducement that you're hearing, you know the power of money and, of course, the executive authority and how they have abused and misused their authority to be doing pay-for-play. Or there are other factors that have interplay. You got to understand that.
Also, are you telling me, too, that you conclude there as a journalist that executive involved in this particular saga?
I'm telling you that all of the allegations that I run about money being exchanged, and there's the lawmaker on clip, right? So that one, that not me, right? There's a lawmaker on clip displaying. Unless you want to tell me that you get evidence that lawmaker, what he's saying, they're not true.
Okay, fine. That's my point now. So
okay, but I'm sorry, we do not have the luxury of time. So tomorrow we'll take you, and then you can expand on your pro-Koga narrative. Good morning.
My name is Hussein Keu. Morning. And I call from Jacobstown.
Hussein, have you apologized?
Yeah, so I thought to play.
No. Have you apologized?
Yeah, of course. I myself spoke already. So
okay. So next time, don't come with misinformation. We challenging people here.
No issue. Moving forward.
Go ahead.
So thank you for the interaction. Hey, guys, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So I thought to play the listening role, but when Austin called, I think he was very respectful for the lawmaker. All of the questions you asked, he tried responding to some of them. In totality, he didn't respond.
He dodged most of the question and was yelling around
he did respond to some. Even the questions that he got asked, he responded to Hagar questions. So when Austin came in saying the man was purporting and he didn't say anything, all of the questions, I think that was a disrespect. You Austin will not ask this.
So you have been disrespectful. So you've been disrespectful to Austin too.
No, Austin being disrespectful to the lawmaker.
No, that Austin opinion, and you have just said your opinion. You say Austin will not kind of be doing this. So that one, no insult was said. Yeah, Austin in his mind believed the man did not address the core issues, but you think the man addressed some.
Listen, you ask the questions, right? I think you have been the best judge.
No, you people are the judge. Like y'all the listener, like y'all the judge now. So for you, you think the man responded to some. Austin think the man did not respond to some. How is that equal to disrespect?
That was unfair. That was unfair on his part.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Very well, I have it. Thank you for the program. Abu, what I want to say is that when Colette is calling on the speaker to resign, why they get step down? Why they get step down? They call the speaker and not weak there to some figure resign here. When I win, I got a police and I put it. When I think Cuba will stand by the law. I mean, let me get it. And you put it for the non-man. We all represent it. You can't make it. You can't make it. But when I think Cuba will resign, we'll put it out. That job you will survive.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me take 2 more. Poker Robert, I finished call your name already. Just go straight to the point.
Okay, no problem, Allah, no problem for the sake of the time. But anyway, Abu, along with my dear brother, you guys are doing a very brilliant job with that group. More first record not appreciate you to the fullest. But to the point, you know, I listening attentively to your guest, and he was just flipping and flopping. And there was nothing that he was on that was on the red trajectory of constitutional process or proceeding. But everything he says is under the Constitution. And we are talking about something that is surrounding the Constitution. This country is a country of law, capital L-A-W-W, not country of men. When men that guy say, oh, we don't want Abu must come down. No. What kind of reference? What kind of moral standing? Constitutional standing that you're depending on.
Okay.
And we can say that to them, the quote-unquote rebel group or rebel faction for the majority black. Until you can get it for the now. Trust me, this country will be stagnated, and the person of the country that is influencing the process, he will be the consequence.
Okay, thank you very much. I like my man Poker. He always uses the word stagnated. Yeah, you can take that one.
All right, so let's begin. One.
Yeah, good morning, Garu.
Morning, you live.
This is one of the guitar, the Montessori movement.
Go ahead.
Let me really commend you this morning. And whenever we listen to the lawmakers that want to remove the speaker, sometimes we are really doubting which of the law that they are protecting. You want to move the speaker, and even today you want to move the speaker, it's of course in your rules or in the Constitution. Get 49, you go to the legislature and movement. Nowhere in our country that we have two separate House of Representatives. One House of Representatives, one House of Senate. Then you okay. The people saying that they will not say, oh no, J for Natikofa. J for Natikofa could say, okay, we will not be part of you before. If you remain like this, to their understanding, then they can say, you know, for me, yes.
All right. No time now.
And of course, there is no time. But trust us, we're sending your money to you, the winners. Don't forget and don't sleep on the cash giveaway. It's going to continue from here. Like Hagar said earlier, today will be the official launch of the 3 Wise Men. Another promotion that's coming from the Radio Entertainment Liberia to put more money into your wallet and give you more financial independence in the face of all of these economic hurdles. And Hagar, we have to go home.
Oh yeah, sure, we have to. We have to go, not just to go, but to go and prepare for tomorrow. And hope we can all pray for each other and hope that we can be here on tomorrow. It has been a good time being together today.
Exactly so. And so my name is Abu Hagar Gonda was here until we meet tomorrow. Do have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.